What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Yo, I am Brad. I'm joined as always by my homie Jack. We are the Nerds in My Podcast.
What up?
Yo, you know what's funny, man? I'm not gonna lie. As we were playing, as we were like streaming today, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I really love just the whole franchise of Grand Theft Auto.
Oh
Like
yeah.
GTA, man. You know what I always thought about is that I was asked is like, what is the best GTA of all time? Because in my mind, people you I'm for me it might be GTA 4 because the storyline is so good. But then again, it's like people who are big multiplayer fans, they might go favor GTA 5. You probably assume, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know for a lot of people too, San Andreas is a big one that like
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, I mean, if you grew up with it, I don't know.
No
I
doubt.
mean, I played it occasionally, but I didn't like grow up with it. 4 was definitely one that I probably grew up with more. But like San Andreas, I played it or I played it recently, I think 2 years ago. And like I can understand why, because there's so much shit in it and it's such an old game, and there's like multiple states. There's like you can fly cars, you can like
Right.
not fly cars, fly planes, drive cars, like there's a bunch of shit.
And also literally like with GTA 5 now, it's just like there's so many different things you can do now. Like you can have like I mean, aside the fact that we've obviously had several experiences with mods, but like regardless, we've also literally had like so many you can like buy those crazy ass like I don't even know what they're called, but like bikes that can fly around and shoot like rockets and shit.
Oh
You have
yeah.
that. You also like GTA 5, bro, I'm not gonna lie, like GTA 5 is already something else. Like I cannot wait till the day we literally get like GTA 6 and what the hell that's gonna be like. Because I mean it's pretty safe to say now that it's like since we're getting so advanced, like someone asked me this the other day, then this actually brought up a question that I didn't have, but I just thought about this just now. Um, Someone brought up the idea that it's like how it's like we really only use like oh I'm sorry. I literally just like there's no one at my house, but I literally just looked to the left and I thought I saw a shadow and I like freaked out for a second. I'm sorry, all of our listeners. But like no, it scared the shit out of me. Anyway, sorry, I'm like I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like you all know I believe in like aliens, but like I like ghosts. Like I think I'm probably like 90% convinced that ghosts exist, but I'm still like a little like hesitant on it. But anyway, that's not what I'm trying to get at. I don't want to get sidetracked. Basically like someone brought this up, like how we only use like the like 10% of our brains. It's like I always wondered about this, man. Like one like who actually like figured that out, like is like did someone just you know what I mean, like how did that get
Well,
tested?
they I don't think it's 10% actually. I think it's like 20% or something.
Are you
But
no, I'm about to look this up
10% is
really.
a very generic number that people use. I think it's 20%, but like 10% yes, but hold on. Let me look it up too.
Brain do we use uh
Yeah, 20, much less than 20%. Hold on.
yeah, it says Americans, at least Americans, believe that we only use 10% of our brain.
Yeah, see, okay, wait. And then the 20% of the body's
Wait,
energy. So yeah, I think that's just an American thing though. I think we do
what is so that just makes us sound even stupid.
yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying. I know
What
because
the
I know like my brother's big into science and shit, so he's
no,
really
I am too.
educated me on it. But yeah, it's like that. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie Limitless.
I have not.
Oh, with it's with Bradley Cooper, and he basically takes a pill.
Okay.
It's just like Adderall or some shit. I mean, it's not really, but it's like it activates more than 10% of your brain, and he's like super smart and shit, and he can like learn like a
Oh
bunch of
shit, okay.
languages, and like he can like write a book in like a day, and like but yeah, I mean, bro, like yeah, that's true. I mean, probably we don't use all of our brain, no lie.
Well,
But
yeah, yeah, because it's like I think about this, bro. Like literally, okay, let's just assume like apparently from our dumbass American perspective, like we're gonna assume that literally only use 10% because it's like literally it's like us Americans only believe they only so it's like literally so it's like literally I think about this then if we if we only use 10%, like how intelligent would the human race be if we actually used 100% of our brains? You know what I mean?
okay, wait. So I'm reading an article that says it's a myth that we only use 10%. Moreover, over the course of an average day, humans use nearly 100% of their brains.
No shit.
So even though your brain only makes up 3 to 5% of your body's weight, it uses up to an incredible 20% of your body's resources in terms of oxygen and glucose. And glucose is sugar. So
No way, bro.
I mean, yeah, fuck, dude. I don't really understand that shit, but yo, that is
Yeah,
crazy.
to me that makes absolutely no sense. But hey, I'm here to listen to it.
I mean, they probably look at I know that they can do this. They can look at like your brain waves and at least like the energy basically that your brain is firing, the neurons that are firing, and they can
Right.
probably like just how they use like a brain scan, you know. They can look at what parts of your brain are like lighting up when certain things are happening or certain tasks are happening. And that's probably maybe why they also figure that we don't use it. I would assume we don't use 100% of it all the time, unless there's like,
Right.
obviously there's probably maybe like, you know, shit that like it keeps you breathing and stuff and keeps like your normal functions or whatever. But that's like idle stuff, you know what I mean? But I feel like when you're thinking about something, like there's probably a part of your brain that lights up more, or if you're doing a task that lights up more than another, and that's how they like measure it in a sense, I guess. But
Well, now I'm wondering then, like, why make that whole myth up that we only use 10% of the brain? Like,
I mean,
what is that?
from the
Why did
article,
that
it
bring
looks
it
like
up?
it looks like someone like wrote about it in 1906. There was an essay by William James, and he published that we only use 10% of our brain capacity. Without like, he was a psychologist, so he wasn't even really like studying brains. He was just studying like psyche and like how people's behavior is.
Okay.
And so I think that's probably became popular, right? And so no one ever checks it, and so they're just like, oh yeah, 10% of your brain, you know, easy.
Dude, you know what's so funny about that? That reminds me of the whole like literally how you grow up thinking that like Thomas Edison actually invented the light bulb.
Oh yeah, I've heard
When
about
it's like
this.
literally that was a complete total lie.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like that's what he's known for. And dude, like I'm not gonna lie, we talked about literally Family Guy on our stream today. How it's like they'll make jokes about some just any random things in all of history. They had this one joke on their episode that I just watched. It was one where like literally they're like yo you're as big a dick as Thomas Edison. And literally they go back in time and he's like Thomas Edison's like, what are you working on? And he's like, oh, I'm working on the light bulb. Oh, the light bulb, I would know because I invented it. I'm Thomas Edison, I rule. And then there's a little like caption on the bottom of the screen. It's like, look it up, Edison was a dick.
Yeah, I mean, low key though, but that goes to show you though that like people can, you know, not even do shit. All they have to do is just get the rights to it sometimes, or just get to it first.
Yeah.
And like they'll like, and that's basically what happened. He saw, I think, was it Nikola Tesla or something making a light bulb, right? And so he was like, yo, that looks cool. I'll do the same exact thing, but I'm gonna get the patent on it, or I don't know if I think it was the patent on it first, so that I only have the rights to make this and nobody else can. And Nikola Tesla was like, I'm trying to share my information with everybody. You know, I want us to like, I think he was even trying to develop like clean energy like resources and like trying to develop that shit in the early 1800s. But like, because like people were like, nah, we fuck with coal, like fuck you, like why would we listen to you?
Exactly. Exactly. Dude, it's like it's kind of like literally like, I mean, that just shows that back in that time, like you could easily be like a fake celebrity if you wanted to. Like,
oh yeah,
like nowadays it's like I mean it involve a lot more like it would be kind of hard to be like a fake, you know, like Drake today, but like back then you could easily pass off as a fake celebrity like with no problem.
I mean, you could totally do that today though, bro. If you find something that someone hasn't fucking invented, like hasn't claimed or gotten a patent on, and it's really good, and you get it before them, you could totally fuck them over the same exact way. Like no one's
Really?
no one's gonna stop you besides like doing what we just did, or is like looking up the history, or like looking into like, you know, who invented it first or whatever. Like no one's ever gonna find that out until like way after the fact. You know, nobody cares about that.
But also, I think it has to do with the fact that it's like nowadays there's so much like fake intel out there where it's like literally people like nowadays I'm kind of like, okay, yo, did you get this information at the library? It's like if you got the information at the library, I'll listen to it because the library has a decency to break up the information between fiction and nonfiction.
Yeah.
Where it's like literally nowadays, like literally like dude, anyone can change fucking the thing on like Wikipedia or something. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's
dude,
true.
literally could be like, so World War II came to the conclusion why we ended is because like I fucked your mom, like, you know what I mean? Like nowadays all that kind of new shit, it's kind of hard to tell what real and what isn't real.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that's again that just also comes down to like with stealing ideas and stuff. That's just like intellectual property, you know, and like
Hmm.
making sure that if you invent something or you create something, you claim it, you know, as your own and make
Right.
it so that like no other people can really do the same thing, you know, like having a that's why a lot of people will have like watermarks on shit when with their videos and stuff like that, or they'll put a logo in their corner, you know, so that no one else can like take the
Right.
footage. But yeah, no, I mean, again, bro, people are always going to be scheming. People are always going to be out there trying to like, you know, take the easy way, you know, and like profit off of somebody else's success or their inventions and shit. You know, it's always going
Dude,
to
you
be
know
there.
what? I guess if you look back at it, Thomas Edison was, I guess, like the first like famous scammer we ever had.
Oh, hey, hey, maybe, yeah. No, I
You know
don't
what I
know.
mean? He might have been the first like really, because like you think about, because it's like I mean Thomas Edison, it's a household name. Like everyone knows that
Hmm.
fucking name, and usually 9 times out of 10, you ask somebody who invented the light bulb, they're gonna say Thomas Edison,
Yeah.
right? So it's like literally, I don't know, dude. It's kind of wild. So yeah, I guess. Dude, we just discovered it, bro. He's probably the first most famous scammer of all time is Thomas Edison, which is like kind of bizarre to think about. Like cuz it's like there are other people that I've known. There was a guy named oh fuck, what was he? I don't know his full name, but they called him International Sal. And he was basically this guy who back in like the 70s and the 80s, when like debit cards and credit cards like first started to be really become popular. He would steal information and identities from those people, and he literally and basically I think what why he ended up what's it called, why he ended up like trying to take all this money is because he was broke, and he found out he literally had some, like, I think it was like colon cancer or something like that,
Okay.
and he was like it was real bad, and he was like gonna die. But he kept trying to like steal. It's like it was almost like on some like Harrison Ford like fugitive type shit, where he kept trying to like literally just like make sure he wasn't found, and kept trying to steal people's identities, like. And then and it's like, dude, when you think about it, it's like, yo, that sounds like a fucking like Oscar winning movie, that dude's fucking life, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that reminds me of Catch Me If You Can. I'm sure you've seen that with Leonardo
I
DiCaprio.
have, yes.
Yeah.
Great fucking movie, great
Yeah.
movie.
I mean that one is based off of a true story,
Oh,
although like all of it, and I think most of the movies like basically bullshit. Like
right.
it's still like I think he was a kid and he was on the run and like stealing checks and shit or making fake checks or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, bro.
And he did impersonate a pilot though, but he got arrested so many fucking times. Like I looked into it like after I
Oh,
watched the
that's right. He
movie.
was a pilot. That's right, dude.
Yeah. But
So
like
I guess like when I think about that movie, I just instantly think of him like he's just like, I think of like the scenes where he's just like has like several fucking hundreds of checks all on the floor.
oh dude, I mean the movie is really fucking good. Like it's
Oh,
a
it's
fan
incredible,
like
incredible.
and Leonardo DiCaprio and like Tom Hanks in there they're like I guess like duo in a sense that like they play off each other very well.
No, yeah, I would, because for me, that's just my personal opinion. So it's like, to me, I just think Leo's a better actor than Tom Hanks. But it's like he definitely complements Leo fantastic. Like he's a perfect side character. It's like Batman and Robin. Like they work perfectly together,
Oh yeah,
no
or
doubt.
Batman and the Joker kind of because they're versus each other.
That's a better comparison. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's like the Joker would be Leo, and then Batman would be Tom Hanks. And I guess, yeah, I guess it basically would, yeah, because like usually the bad guy always loses, so it's like Leo definitely lost, and he ended up becoming the good guy. But yeah,
Yeah,
anyway.
well, and that is a true thing about that story though is that the real Frank Abagnale, I think is his fucking name. Yeah, he actually did like become a consultant for the FBI and someone that would actually like help prevent like frauds with checks and stuff like that. And he developed a lot of the stuff today that prevents it from being like people doing the same exact shit that he did, which is kind of funny.
Yes, exactly.
Oh yeah,
I
but
think no, I was just gonna say, like, no, I mean, yeah. obviously, yeah, for me, I'm a big Leo fan, as many of y'all listeners know. So it's like for me, that's was definitely one of the movies that I heard about and I have to watch. Dude, I still have not gotten around to watching. Even though I fucking love Leo and I think he's the GOAT, I still have not gotten around to fucking watching The Departed. And and just to be clear, ladies and gentlemen, like that's a movie I want to watch. I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet.
Dude,
Like that's a movie
you
I
should watch
want
it
to
tonight,
watch.
bro. You should. I feel like.
Yo, I could watch it tonight and literally give the review on the next podcast. I
Yeah,
could do
I
that.
mean, let me see how long it is. How long?
I mean, all of his movies are pretty long anyway, so
Yeah, it's a Martin Scorsese movie, so
okay.
yeah, it's 2
Yeah.
hours and 31 minutes.
Oh yeah. I mean, to be
Jeez.
honest, like, and you saw how my eyes got big there. Like, I definitely, every Leo movie for the most part. I mean, I can't think of any short Leonardo DiCaprio movie, but I mean, I guess. Well, okay, no, just because is this usually how it is? Like, if a movie's a blockbuster, or if a movie's an Oscar-winning movie, it's gonna be a fucking long-ass movie, right? For the most part.
I mean, not always. You can have like Infinity War wasn't that long, and I think it was like a
I mean,
blockbuster. You know,
it was about 2:45. That's a pretty good movie,
was
man.
it? Hold on, I gotta look that up. I think
It was a long movie.
I thought it was like at least like 2 hours. But I could be wrong. Let me see. 2 hours. Okay, 2 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, so it's
Okay.
around the same time. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I guess
The
I never
Endgame was
noticed.
long as fuck.
Yeah, I never noticed that before. Maybe it does have to be long as fuck to be a good movie or whatever, a blockbuster
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
movie.
man. I mean, I guess it makes sense because the longer the movie, the more story there is to tell.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, because I always notice that like you don't see. I guess it's because it's mainly like comedies are usually pretty short and like comedies don't usually win awards. So it's
Mhm.
like you never hear about like the Oscar for 2020 whatever goes to this comedy film, like you know what I mean. So
Yeah, I mean, it does look like a lot of movies besides like I mean, like a lot of the MCU movies too are just really long. I mean, the first Iron Man I think is like 90 minutes.
did the first Iron Man win an Oscar?
I don't think it did, but I'm just like
Okay.
thinking about like you said blockbuster, like that definitely like
Oh, okay. Yeah. My bad. My bad.
yeah, I mean like 2 hours and 6 minutes. Okay, so I mean maybe I mean again, maybe just a longer movie is better. If it's good
Right.
enough too, you're not gonna like be like, oh shit, how much fucking longer is this movie? If a
Exactly.
movie's doing well, it's gonna make you be like, that was 3 hours, like yo, that shit went by, like
Right. And also it depends like okay, here's the thing. If a movie is really good, then it's like it needs to be 3 hours because there's that much to tell and they needed to drag out the storyline that long if there's
Mhm.
that much. But it's like sometimes when a movie's 3 hours and you're kind of like, okay, dude, like this it's not the movie's bad. It's just like this could have been, cut out. It didn't need to be there, is what I'm basically saying.
Yeah, no, I mean 100%. I mean I can't think of recently a movie that I've seen that I was like, yo, this shit is long as fuck, like goddamn.
Right.
But like there have been movies where I've been like, yo, yeah, the same thing. I've just been like, this is so long, like
Now I'm
maybe
trying to think of a movie that I thought that was really
maybe
long,
a
'cause
little
there definitely
bit
has been some.
maybe a little bit low key in Avatar. I thought we were like at certain points we were taking too long, like focusing on like
Right.
the relationship between what's his face, the colonel or whatever, and his son, his human son.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
like,
Okay.
I was like, I don't give a fuck about this. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I want to go back, see what. I don't know. There are certain like yeah, just like we talked about. Yeah, it's like good to have like a good a long runtime because you can have a lot of story. But then
Right.
again, it's like sometimes there's just shit in there that's like, yo, we could have definitely done without that part.
We could have done it on it. Yeah. Like okay, I'm gonna say this, and I'll even say this as a Leo fan because he's the first one I thought of. There was like how like the movie what the fuck was it? The Revenant, which is ironically literally the movie that he won an Oscar for.
Yeah.
There's parts of the movie I'm not gonna lie, like, because it's basically if any of y'all do not know, any spoilers, I apologize. It's just literally about like some guy who's like basically I guess it takes place back in the 1800s, and he like is out in the wilderness and he's trying to
I think it's
survive.
Alaska.
Alaska. Okay,
I
yeah.
could
I
be
thought it was
wrong
either
though.
Alaska. I thought it was either Alaska or Canada, one of the two. Um, Definitely somewhere up north. But no,
Hmm.
yeah. And he basically just goes on to survive because he's being hunted by people. So he just goes on tries to survive and everything like that. So
Please tell me you've seen Inception.
Inception.
Do you have you seen it?
No, I was asking, is that the movie you're talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I have.
Okay, cool. All right, thank God.
Did you have, why were you gonna comment
Well,
on
I was
that?
gonna say that's like one Leo movie that I really also like. That if you haven't
Okay.
seen, like you need to.
Oh no, it was I mean, dude, like I said, every Leo movie I've seen is fantastic.
Hmm.
Everyone. Um, I would say, yeah, I haven't seen that one. Another one I haven't seen, bro, that people have told me that is really good is What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Really, I don't think I've seen that. Wait, hold on. What is it called? What's eating? What? What's
What's
eating?
Eating Gilbert Grape. It's like
Huh.
it's like his first movie when he was like 19.
Oh, maybe I haven't seen this. Oh shit, Johnny Depp's in it.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Besides Pirates of the Caribbean, I have not seen any other Johnny Depp movie ever.
I mean, to be honest,
Like,
he isn't in a whole lot. I would think. I don't like.
you think so?
I mean,
I mean, he's a household name, so he's got to be known for
I
something,
mean, at the
right?
start of his career, he's in a lot of shit. Like he was in
Okay.
like there was a show called 21 Jump Street that he was in.
Oh yeah, I know that show, 100%.
And so he got
Yeah.
his start on there. What the fuck else is he in? He's in there's like a movie where he plays like a rat. I forget what it's like. Is it Donnie Brasco or some shit like that? Yeah, I think it's Donnie. Oh no, am I getting him confused with Al Pacino? I might be. No, it is Johnny Depp. Okay, I'm right. Yeah, it's Donnie Brasco. That's another one, 1997.
Okay.
That's a really good one actually if you've never seen it. But
Well,
yeah,
because it's like I Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. Like, I'm not saying Johnny Depp's a bad actor, but
yeah,
like what I've heard, at least, and this is just what I've heard, just letting you know. From what I've heard, dude, like all of his movies, he plays very like strange roles. Like
yeah.
very, very weird roles. Like, isn't there one called like Edward Scissorhands, where it's
Oh
like
yeah.
literally his hands are scissors? Like,
Yep. Yeah.
it's very
Uh,
strange.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's that's Tim Burton though. That's the dude who did Wednesday. Fucking what's it
Great
called?
show.
He's done. I think it's The Nightmare Before Christmas. Fucking Coraline. I think it's A Corpse Bride. Like all like very very like goth kind of like titles and
Isn't
stuff.
Coraline that like animated horror movie?
Yeah, those are kind of all. I just realized they're all animated.
Okay.
There's other stuff. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. If you have ever seen that one, he's done that.
Okay.
But yeah, no, like his movies are very odd, low key.
Yeah, very, very, very odd.
And like I think Johnny Depp likes to play people like that or like weird
Right.
characters. Oh, it looks like he played someone. He played Edward Scissorhands in Family Guy. That's pretty funny. Um,
Oh, I remember that. Oh, dude, I remember that fucking scene like it was yesterday. Dude, I remember because I was wondering what the fuck was that scene, that thing from? Because like that's literally what those cartoons do is they'll take
mhm.
like they'll do jokes from movies and shit like that. And literally he's like, and when I have and when you guys wake up from your slumber, your baby will be smiling as bright as the sun. He goes in another room and like 2 seconds later comes back, it's dead.
Yeah.
It's like, jeez.
I
Christ.
mean, that's what the movie deals with. Again, it's a weird like goth like kind of like thing where he like this like man makes another man with scissors for hands, which is like what the
It's like, what the fuck is this?
it's kind of like an
What is this
old
plot?
like I don't even know. It's like an old like wives' tale or some shit, you know? Like it's like some sort of like weird story that like I don't know, like Pinocchio or some shit. That's what it kind of reminds me of.
Yeah.
Like a more
I
twisted
mean,
version.
Pinocchio is definitely a weird it is definitely a weird concept for a movie for sure because it's like
Hmm.
think about it literally like it's like okay, you build a wooden doll, then it comes to life and it wishes that it was a real boy and then literally like if it lies, its nose grows. Like very strange concept.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think that it might have been based off of a book. These fucking story like that kind of story I think comes back. It's like hundreds of years old. I don't even fucking know,
Oh,
but like
Pinocchio is?
yeah, I'm
Oh,
sure.
wow,
Yeah,
okay.
but like yeah, dude, like those who thinks of that shit, you know? Who thinks of like who thought of like a fairy or a wizard or some shit? Who thought of like, you know,
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like, because I always think about this. I didn't realize there's so many like fairy tales and stuff like that are like parodies on like old stories from like hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
mhm.
And it's like, I never like it's even like with cartoons, like you don't realize it, but like because you as a kid you're just watching a cartoon, but it's like when you really like dive deep into it and you look it up, you're like, holy shit, there was a lot of creativity that went into just the plot of this like picture that you're watching.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, fuck, dude. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into like the history of cartoons, but then again, when it comes to like culture and all that,
Mhm.
like I think cartoons have really become a lot more popular in the last like. I mean, I think they've because they've been invented, but like the last like, you know, I would say 30 years they've become more
Yeah, I would
appropriate.
say probably from I okay, I would probably say because it's like I was gonna say when like Looney Tunes came out, so like Bugs
Mhm.
Bunny and stuff like that. So that's probably around like the 70s to 80s. So I'd say around that time cartoons started to get big, and I mean, obviously now they're
Actually, true.
like
Yeah.
now they're like bigger than ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I was thinking more like now we like literally like people will like actually watch it and not be like, oh, yo, this is for kids. You know, sometimes you can actually tell a
right,
story using like
right,
animation now, and like I'm more or less the adult cartoons that we see,
right.
and like
Well,
whether
also the
they're
fact I think like it also goes back to the whole idea of like people find it's kind of like, oh, it reminds me of my childhood. You know what I mean? So it's
yeah.
kind of like that, like where it's like, oh, this is some other. I feel like I'm like a little kid, like getting my fucking cinnamon toast crunch, like on Saturday morning watching cartoons. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and I think also the fact that it comes with the point like how you said literally adult cartoons. It's like I think we got to thank The Simpsons a lot for that too, bro. Like that was like very groundbreaking for so many different people
Oh yeah.
to be like this cartoon that like is literally it's like oh before it was just like the Flintstones and shit like that. Now we literally like have a cartoon that is not for kids. I mean, kids can watch it. It's probably not going to be that appropriate, but it's like literally it's adult that it's a cartoon. It's a cartoon that any age can watch and they can all enjoy and actually get laughs out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I watched The Simpsons as a kid, or like certain episodes. Like I watched The Simpsons movie, like Family Guy too. I mean, like yeah, there's Family Guy. I definitely think is more like
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
adult. Like The
Just
Simpsons.
saying Simpsons like the first like
Yeah.
where it wasn't
Oh
really it
yeah,
wasn't like
100%.
designed to be targeted at kids.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, it was the way that it was like invented was on like a adult like talk show or whatever. Like it was like just
Right.
a talk show. It was like a skit on it, and then that they just like ran it from there with it, like the idea of like just like a suburban, you know,
Right.
home, Homer, like Marge, like all of them. So yeah, dude, it's crazy to see like what that, and they're still going. Like holy shit, like
Oh
what the
yeah.
fuck
Dude, I saw this. I think they're starting their 37th
are
season.
they? Let's I'm gonna look it up.
Dude, that they're going as long as fucking SNL. Like
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's insane.
yeah, dude, 34. Holy shit.
They're okay, 34. I was close.
Yo, yeah. I mean, it's the fact that they're in the 30s. Like, dude, what the fuck?
That's literally
It's been running
that's
since
like 12 years older than me.
1989. Yeah, dude, 1989, bro. That's how long it's been running
Oh yeah,
for.
I've seen that first episode a couple times. Like it's when it's called the first episode's only like 7 minutes long, but it's literally about because usually all the other episodes are like 20 to 25 minutes. But that episode's literally about when they get Santa's little helper, their dog, and they literally get him on Christmas Day, and like his Bart wants he wants a dog, and then he's like, Dad, did Santa help get that? And it's like, yes, I think we'll call him Santa's little helper. And then like obviously they went on to blow the whole world away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, true. Fucking yeah. Thank you, Simpsons.
Hell yeah, for real, bro. You definitely were the most groundbreaking thing for adult cartoons for sure. And dude, even like we were talking about this on stream too, man. It's like we were talking about how like how I said like The Simpsons blew the world away, and I was talking about how it's like a whole different conversation change. How like Eminem blew the world away. It's like literally Dr. Dre was a big reason for like most of like modern day hip hop, I would say. You know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean? Like, I mean, yeah, M, Snoop, Cube, I mean, pretty much all of NWA. And then like Kendrick. I mean, now it's like, does he? Okay, yeah, he's the owner of Aftermath Records, correct? I could be
Uh,
wrong, but like,
I believe so. I don't. Again,
okay, yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
the history. I just know like he's produced a shit ton, and he's done like so much for like sculpting the way that like hip hop, just like in the early 2000s, and I'm sure today, sounds like yeah.
Right. And like literally like he and I'd say he's by far the best at discovering talent,
Hmm.
no doubt. Like literally we talk like yeah, it's like all the guys I just named. And so it's like I remember I heard him in an interview and he was talking about the fact that he's like, when I heard Eminem, I was like, yo, his delivery is fire, his everything. And like when I heard Snoop Dogg, I was like, I just loved his voice and his like mannerisms just being like one, two, Snoop D-O double G. Like he just loved the whole concept of it and how he just has that like very like hood kind of vibe to him. So it's just like people were like, yo, he's gonna jump people are gonna jump on this right away. And like what's so wild is I remember hearing Dre saying about this, he said that he wanted to record a demo with Snoop, but it's like Snoop actually was in jail at the time. But Dre was like, I really wanted this shit done now. So it's like he literally called Snoop on the prison phone and they recorded he like duct taped like some sort of recorder to the phone. And so they literally you could literally hear jail sounds in the back, like hearing like cells close and shit like that, and
What
hearing
the
people
fuck?
being like, "Hey, like close, shut it down, shut up." Like you could hear that in the background of the recording demo. Like that's some wild ass shit.
Yeah, no, what the fuck? I mean, it just adds more to the album than the
It just
song.
adds even more to it, bro. No, yeah.
That's
That
crazy.
it's insane, bro. No, yeah. It's he is definitely he's definitely one of those guys for sure. And like I uh I will say this straight up. I love my Beats headphones too. When I got those for my birthday, I was like these are the best things ever.
Yeah.
Um I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was thinking about this the other day. I yeah, we're talking about like I want to get back on that topic because we got way off track.
Yeah.
The whole like we only use 10% of our brain. It's
Yeah.
like I was like I always they said this like if so like we actually they say we use 100%, correct?
Yes. I mean, that's according to one article, so I don't know if that article is correct too. This is just what
Right.
off of what I read.
Because like when someone asked me, they were like, if we only use 10%, like if we used 100%, like would we be even way more advanced than we are now?
I mean, according to the article, we only use 100%, but I guess I don't know if we're not using our full potential. That is a good question. I don't know. Like,
You know what I mean? Like, if we're not using full potential, then it's like, what are
that's
we
why
doing here, man?
that low key. I mean, Limitless, bro. You got to watch that shit. Because
Exactly.
it does pose the question, like, what are we capable of? What can we do if our brains are like unlocked or whatever?
Because it's like I think like if because I saw this the other day. I this blew my fucking mind. It was like okay, I'm gonna ask you a question, and like this answer is wild. Um, if you like okay, imagine like how much memory do you think the human brain can hold? Like if you're let's say your brain is
like a
like an SD
computer.
card. If your brain is like an SD card, how much memory do you think you can hold on that SD card, Jack?
Dude, I don't know. Fuck. I
The,
don't,
the,
dude.
the number will blow your mind. I'm gonna say this right now.
Uh, I mean, bro, I will. I mean, I don't know if this is cheating, but I have watched a video where they talked about like turning somebody like taking somebody's like consciousness or like
Yeah.
somebody like they're like a person and turning them into like a file or like downloadable like like basically making them some sort of like technology in a sense. But like they said that it would require a shit ton because we store so much memory. Like we store rooms and rooms of it in a sense.
Oh yeah.
So like, and not to mention like it's like our personality, all of our memories, everything that like makes us who we are.
Exactly.
So I can only assume it's definitely higher than a terabyte.
Oh dude. Okay. I'll say this. The exact like memory. Okay. The exact memory. I forgot what the number was, but I will say this. They broke it down in this way, which I didn't forget this. They
Mm-hmm.
said basically like if you only did nothing but watch TV from your for your whole for like and did nothing like because you remember like every meal that you ate, every time you
Mm-hmm.
like went somewhere, like they said if you only did TV you could consume up to 3 million hours of television. That's how much your brain could hold, and you could remember every single little bit of it. 3 million hours. That's like,
Jesus.
and like think about this. Like I did it literally based on your favorite show, Breaking Bad. Like Breaking Bad, the whole show was only like 70 hours.
Oh shit, really?
So it's like literally that's not even 100, and you could hold 3 million in your fucking brain.
Well, I mean, again, that just shows how bad my brain is because there's certain things I still don't remember. Like, I'll watch an episode of something and I'll be like, shit, wait, this is when that happens, or like this is when like
Right. Well, also you're consuming a lot of other media, and also like I
True.
said, it was strictly just television.
Yeah, no,
But
yeah.
like, but dude, 3 million hours of TV? Like that's insane. That
What?
blew my mind. I was like,
What?
no
Yeah.
shit, bro.
What a life that would
So
be.
it's like, yeah. So it's like literally the human brain. The human brain is, I guess, the human brain is was the actual first supercomputer in a way. If you can hold that much fucking memory.
I mean, bro, you're not wrong. Like in a sense, we are kind of like we're making computers or like just like technology in a sense, like
Yeah,
the way
dude.
we're structured. It's very much the same.
We made supercomputers from our actual brain. So it's like, but okay, here's a question I want to ask though. It's like I never understood this, and this is so funny. How could like literally they have like they're making like like robots and machines like to literally like play and interact with humans. Like I saw literally they have like a robot that can like is like the best like chess player of all time. Dude, you know what's so wild though? The dude who made the fucking robot can't beat the robot at chess. Like,
Really? So
does
is it
that make
not?
any sense?
So then you
How
can't.
does that make any
It's an
sense?
unbeatable robot that I feel like that's like yeah I don't know.
Dude, like that's it's like yeah, the best chess robot, the guy who made the fucking best chess player can't beat the chess player, and he's the creator, and he's the creator of it. Like that makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, technology. I don't know. It is what it is. Like, I think for now, I'm not that scared of it. Like, if you, again, you haven't seen Terminator, but it's basically the same. Like of like machines taking over or whatever. I don't know. Like they just like they become sentient and they're like, oh shit, we can be better than humans, and then they decide to kill them all. But I'm
Right,
for now, I'm not scared because bro, these motherfuckers need batteries and shit. They don't even know how to like charge themselves up or like get around without us.
right.
So for now, I'm like, it's okay. Like it is pretty crazy though.
I will say this though, like, would you okay, I have a completely separate question for you, and this is like for some of our YouTube shorts as well.
Hmm.
What excuse me. What is the best dessert of all time?
Oh, the best dessert.
I'm
I
gonna say
mean,
straight up, bro. I'm gonna go right for cheesecake. That's probably my go-to right there.
cheesecake. Okay.
I
I
love
mean,
cheesecake, bro.
I always fuck with like some ice cream, bro. I don't know. That's just
Just
me.
ice cream.
Yeah, I mean, mint chocolate chip is what I fuck with the most. But I don't know. I'll take a cookie dough. I'll take fucking Oreo, whatever, anything. I fuck with it.
So yeah, I think that would be mine, dude. Is cookie dough.
Yeah.
I love cookie dough, man. I think and I think it's because of the fact that bro, like right, like I try to like I'm trying to like imagine myself walking into an ice cream shop, and it's like literally like, oh, what do I go first? My first instinct is go straight for the cookie dough, 100%,
True.
because it's like literally, and bro, it's like where you get those like big ass like globs of fucking cookie dough in there. It's so
Yeah.
fucking good. Do you always literally you know what's funny? When I was a kid though, I always went for that fucking like what is it? Superman. That Superman ice
Oh
cream
yeah, 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 yeah. It's like
with like, all the
multicolored and
colors and
shit.
shit. Bro,
Yeah.
I just realized, dude, I didn't realize that ice cream, it actually was like vanilla with just like little different coatings to attract kids.
Really, that's actually kind of
Yes.
hilarious.
I never ever knew that.
I mean, I can tell you this: red velvet, like the flavor is just
Yeah.
chocolate but dyed red.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what it is. But people don't like. I don't know if they know that or they do know that. It's just that's all it is. It's just red food coloring. But yeah, no, dude, that's pretty funny.
And I know people who are huge Red Velvet fans. They love it.
I mean, then they must be big chocolate fans then.
But that's not me. That wasn't me though. Like I didn't know that, but it's like I always loved chocolate, but I never ever got red velvet. I just thought red fucking cake looked disgusting. I gotta go try that shit now. I'd be like, yo, this tastes exactly like chocolate.
I mean, literally, I don't know what it. I mean, sometimes they might use like I think it's like a cream cheese icing for it that might make it taste a little different. But like for the most part, it really is kind of weird how it can make it like even though it's not like it's not looks like chocolate, it still makes you think that it's different and it tastes different, even though it probably doesn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Bro, what's better, tacos or cheeseburgers?
Probably tacos, bro. Yeah.
You gotta go tacos. Yo, that was like an instinct. You went tacos
Yeah,
straight up.
I
You didn't
mean,
even like think about it.
I've had really good tacos in my life, bro. Just like I said,
Yes,
like
that's so
yeah, like Mexican food, it's just like you can't go wrong.
can't go wrong, man.
Yeah.
I see. Oh, dude, it's so close, bro. Cause like I want to be like that fucking like white American and go straight like cheeseburgers, but I agree, man. I've also had some really fire tacos over there in Vegas, cause it's in Las Vegas, cause you're right next to the border.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe I'll just agree. I might go tacos too, but it's not like super way ahead of burgers. It's like just ever so slightly.
I mean,
Ever so
I've had
slightly.
good burgers, don't get me wrong, and like there's been really good like if there's like I don't know, I'll take a burger at a fucking restaurant, you know.
Yeah,
it's just
hell yeah.
if I'm at a taco place, you know, I'm gonna fucking get tacos, you know, and like they're gonna be good. I just like that. I don't know.
Dude, another random fact I want to say this. Can you guess how long the oldest business in the world is still like look, the oldest business right now is still active. How long do you think it's been active for?
Shit.
Take a
Oh
guess.
my god. I don't even know
I'll
what it
just
could
say
be.
this, it's actually the business is over in Asia.
Okay. Is it like a textile company or some shit? I don't even fucking know. What could it
I
be?
think oh god,
No,
what
don't
is
tell
the
me. I don't know.
Okay,
I'll
okay,
guess
I
though.
won't.
I'll guess. I'll guess that it's been around for as old maybe as old as the Bible. I don't know. Maybe no. 1500 years. Yeah, 1500
You
years.
know you are so fucking close.
Really? Okay.
It was 1426 years.
Oh shit.
And yeah, so it started in 743 and it's still going today.
Yo, what the fuck?
Yo, I just like I thought that'd just be so crazy to hear like being like, you know how it's like literally people will be like, yo, we're gonna party like it's the roaring 20s or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Now it's but that, yo, for them it'd be like when they open the business, they're like, yo, we're gonna party like it's like 742. Oh, that shit just blew my mind. I was like, dude, over 1,000 years. Like, I mean, at that point, bro, at that point, I don't know how you have to be like the richest business in the world if you've been around that long. All the money you've made throughout your whole entire life.
Yeah, you do have to. Do you know what kind of a company it is? What do you remember?
Let me look at that right now.
Yeah, because I would like to know. I mean, low key, as long as they just have like a steady, like, you know, they got steady income every year, they can keep going, you know. So that's pretty crazy.
Okay, okay, I'll read this to you guys right now. The name of the company. Okay, my bad. It's not in Asia. It's in Japan. So I was
Japan.
close. It's called Kanju Gumi, and it's a construction company that specializes in shrines and temples. So it actually builds like houses and temples for people.
Oh shit, yo, that's
And they've been
wild.
doing that for almost 1,500 years.
Yo, I mean, yeah. So then they probably are pretty well off, I would say. I would think. I don't know, unless if it one I mean, yeah, if it's one family that owns that shit, bro, they're definitely like low key, probably like
that family, bro. Their whole entire like for hundreds of more generations will never have to work ever again.
Oh yeah. I mean, bro, that's crazy. I don't even know what a company like that would look like. Like what, like who, like what? I don't know.
It's just insane, bro. I saw that shit and that was wild. Oh, one more crazy fact before we get out of here. I did want to say this. Bro, and like since we talk with cartoons, I and since like you guys know I love SpongeBob, dude, I didn't know that SpongeBob was based on a real place.
What, really? What do you mean? Like
Like
Bikini Bottom?
Bikini Bottom is based on a real place.
Really? What is it?
It's
What's
basically it's oh God, it was
Candy Town? I don't
no,
know.
it's a place in the middle of the ocean, and it's basically where in the 1950s the Americans used to go practice and test nuclear bombs, and they drop it in
Really?
the middle of the ocean. Yeah, check this out. You can drop it they drop it in the middle of the ocean, and basically the whole show is a documentary on all the like um oh, not even what's it called, like I
Marine
guess you
life?
would mutated sea
Oh,
life
okay.
underneath. And so it's like so literally SpongeBob, that all went into like that whole idea right there is being a place underwater with mutated sea life, and just from a place that literally the Americans used to drop bombs back in World War II.
Okay, wait. So like every time I think sometimes they like show like old timey fucking footage of like fish and shit. Is that like where it's from? Then is probably maybe like what they took there. I don't know.
Like if you ever watch an episode and there'll be like a big ass explosion, it'll cut to a huge explosion in the middle of the water,
Oh, that's what
and
it's from.
that's where the Americans used to practice nuclear bombs.
Oh yeah, no, true. I've actually seen like actual footage of it though too. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Oh damn, that's pretty cool.
So Bikini Bottom is literally based off a fucking real place, bro. That shit, it's insane.
Is that me? Is that why they all fucking talk down there? Because they're like
That's exactly
mutated.
why. Because they're mutated. And it's also literally, if you could tell, like how like at least for the most part, all the characters kind of dress like they're in the 1950s, 1940s. You know what I mean? Like how like SpongeBob, he has like a little tie and a red tie and like pants. All Patrick has is like those like 50s like Beach Boy shorts.
Yeah, and
Like
the whole show does kind of have a vibe of the 60s kind of and 50s. Like even fucking like what's his face? Mermaid Man. I don't even know what the dude that has like you know, the starfish on his face and he's like Aquaman or whatever, but
he has like clams on his nipples
yeah,
and shit.
like
Yeah.
it's it is pretty funny to like just see what like because they kind of are they're paying homage to that shit, but then also at the same time they're making fun of like just how ridiculous some of it was or it like
Right.
looked. And yeah, no, I do like that though. I do like this. Now that you mentioned that though, that's actually pretty cool. I do like the style of SpongeBob.
Oh yeah, I do too. I mean, I love it. I that's the only show that every single time a new episode came on, I would make sure no matter what I was there to watch it.
Yeah,
I
no,
was a huge fan of it ever since growing up. I haven't seen any new episodes, but I've heard the animation has just gotten really kind of ridiculous.
really. Oh god,
Yeah,
you
like
should try and
literally,
rewatch it.
huh?
You should try and rewatch it.
I would try to. I mean, pretty much from like season 1 to like maybe 9, I know, but like after 9, everything else is a total mystery. But the animation is just like people, like everyone, like shape shifting into like weird ass random things. Like it's like a whole different vibe now. And also, literally, the guy who voices SpongeBob doesn't voice him anymore.
Oh really? That dude stepped down.
Yeah, and he stepped down, and yeah, and by the way, I know this for sure. Like, if you go watch a new episode, you can easily tell the difference in like his voice, how it literally goes
No.
like, how like literally he's like, and then it's like, and then like like his laugh is like, like yeah, and then literally like now it's just like, hi, how are you? Like it's just a completely different vibe.
What the
Completely
fuck?
different. I'm not gonna lie, I was slightly offended, to be
Yeah, I
honest.
mean that is kind of sound offensive. I hope. Damn, that sucks if it's like that, bro. What the fuck? I didn't know they recasted him.
Yeah, dude. I did. I mean, bro, is that's on the same tier as like losing Seth for Family Guy, or like losing the main dude who voices Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I mean? Like,
I
it's
mean
like on that level.
they did lose him though, so yeah, it's pretty for Rick and Morty, it's pretty bad still, but yeah, for Family Guy, I don't know if they'll ever lose Seth. Like if they do, that would be like, I mean, I don't know. He might keep doing it until he's like just old as shit. Like he could honestly, I think he loves it. Like just voice
It's
acting.
like what if, like the Simpsons, since it's been on so fucking long, they literally have had like 4 different actors play Homer.
Oh shit, they have. Damn, I didn't even know that.
They've had a lot of people play Homer, and you could tell the difference. Like in the first season, literally he's like, I can't even strangle my fucking kid. You know what I mean? And then like literally in nowadays, it's like okay, Marge, whatever you say. Like it's just like it's the whole like it changes constantly, bro. Like from season 1 to like season 20, like the whole voice is totally different. Um, no, it's wild, dude. Pretty much like damn near every single person in the cast has like changed at some point.
Would you rather them stop the show, or would you rather them just keep replacing people in the cast? What would
The
you
Simpsons?
prefer? I mean, just in general with any show, like, would you rather them continue it, or just be like, okay, we can't get this person to come back, so maybe we'll just
Right.
stop with the character, we'll stop the show.
Right. What was I gonna say? For The Simpsons, I think it's okay if they stop. Like they 34 seasons. Like I think you've proven you're one of the best shows to ever touch television. Like I think you don't need to prove it. You don't need to prove anything else, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like for me like Eminem. It's like dude, like Eminem is one of the best rappers of all time. He's done it for over 20 years. Like it's like homie, if you want to retire, like by all means go ahead. Like you have nothing left to prove at all. You're definitely
Yeah.
one at least the top 5 MCs of all time. Like you know what I mean? So I would say, but then again, for like Rick and Morty, it's only been like 5 seasons or 6 seasons or whatever. So it's like
Yeah.
that I would say keep changing up to keep the content flowing. Unless literally just ends up sucking, then it's like I guess go ahead and quit. But for like Family Guy, I'd be like, you know what, 20 plus seasons. I would say if you go 15 seasons, like you can stop. Like I'd be fine if you just like quit the show. Like 15 seasons is a lot of content, so
Yeah.
I'd be fine with that, to be honest.
Is that where you say like Family Guy kind of fell off, is around 15?
I was gonna say more like 13, to be honest.
13? Okay.
And that's why it's gonna be hard for me to rank Family Guy like on a tier list, bro. It's because it's like literally, like I agree with you. South Park, it's been funnier for longer, and I do think since of that I have to put it above Family Guy. But I will say, the 13 seasons of Family Guy, like I said, the half of the first half is incredible. Second half is not that good. But the first half is just that good that I can't put it like like C or D or whatever. I have to put it like A or B.
You got to pay it some respect,
100%.
Yeah.
All right, well, bro, yeah, I think we're gonna get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. That was a good episode. Yo, we love you guys, man. Hope y'all have a wonderful day or night. Yo, hit both those bells on Spotify, YouTube. Hit subscribe, follow us on Spotify and YouTube so you don't miss any future notifications. And yeah, we
Yeah.
will see you guys in the next one.
Peace.